You know, I had some clarity recently on something that has always bothered me: failure. You know, in the startup world, they use the 3 F's: fail fast, fail forward, fail often. And I never liked that. I never liked that. Because where I came from, when you failed, meant you were gone, you were out. Or it meant somebody died. But I've changed my attitude about this. Let me explain. Failed means you got a no-go on the test. I'll tell you something I never told very, very few people know. When I was in basic training, I got a no-go on the communications test. Something very, very simple, something I knew, but I freaked out. 19 years old, and I struggled, and I freaked out, and I answered the radio incorrectly, and I got a no-go. And you know what happened? I didn't get kicked out of the Army. I got put to the end of the line. Drill sergeant gave me some extra training. A lot of extra training, let me tell you, a lot of push-ups. You can think a lot about screwing up a radio communication in the front lean and rest position. But I was put at the end of the line, and when I got back up there, I did it right. I succeeded, and I got to go at that station. And you know what that meant? Failed is a lesson. I learned something. Now flip it. Failure. You know what failure is? That's an identity. When you talk about failure, that's quitting. So go back to the Army time, my Army times, all the schools I went through. You know who the failures were? The people who went up to get milk and cookies at the White House. And there's a few people out there watching this right now that know exactly what I'm talking about. They were failures, because failure is an identity, and that means you quit. Failed is an opportunity. It's a lesson. And I'll do another one of these here in the future, and I'll tell you another principle I have about failure. And I'll just give you a little hint. It's like calling in a 155 battery onto a target. And I'll leave it at that. And I'll tell you, if you want to learn how to handle failure, how to handle any adversity, go to findyourpurpose.coach/GBLP and join the GBLP tribe. Sign up for a call with me, and we'll talk about it, about where you are, what your vision is, and how you can succeed in life and live with intention in pursuit of your purpose to achieve your success.